Hello, it's me again, Ginger from WebWench DIY Nails, and today we're going to do a review of a Amazon gel polish kit that was sent to me by the company Mefa. I'm not sure how to say it exactly, but they sent me an email and they said we'd like you to review our product, and I haven't done that before. So I wasn't sure if it was legit or what, so I replied and I said I'd be happy to do that under two conditions. Number one, you send me a sample. I'm not going to buy anything to review. And number two, I will do my honest reaction. I will do a demo of the product with my honest reaction and my honest opinions. I don't know how to do it any other way, and I'm certainly not going to sugarcoat it just because you sent it to me for free. So I figured they wouldn't like that, and that would be the end of it. However, they came back to me and they said, we've seen your videos and that's what we want. We have every confidence in our product. We still want you to do the review. So they sent me this package. It says Perfect 20 plus 3 gel polish. And just as a side note, I'm still recovering. I've done the last step of my medical issue in my mouth and jaw and everything. So if I sound a little funny right now, it's because I'm getting used to the final step here. Moving right along. Let's get this puppy open. I'm going to do my left hand so I can use my right hand so I can do some nail art, because 20 colors is a lot and I want to incorporate as many as I can. So I've already done my nail prep and my builder gel fill. That's already done. So I want to open the box and show you what's inside before I go and put my peel base on. I've made some adjustments to my filming setup, so hopefully I don't go out of frame this time like I did in the last video, and you get to see everything that's in this box. So I love the flowers. It has looked pretty sitting and waiting for this to happen. Very spring flowers colors. And I was kind of hoping that they were spring colors because all my gel polishes are fall and holiday color related. So let's see what we got here. Okay. When I said send me a sample, I did not expect a full kit. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to put the box aside. Now, they did send me a referral link. I won't be earning anything off that link, but it will be in the description box below. And I noticed here that we have a little insert that gives you the full application guide. As you can see, it starts with nail prep, including cuticle prep and everything. And I have that entire process. It's the same thing I do to prep my nails. And I have that in a video. I'll include that in the cards. And it's even got a little removal guide and a Q&A and all of that. And this is definitely gel polish that you need an LED UV light for. So, and it's got, the QA is actually very helpful for, if this, I think, in my opinion so far, is a good beginner kit. And because I think that's who they're marketing to, you know, beginner DIY nail people, they have a good Q&A with some very common questions that I think is important, and I'm glad to see it there. Helpful tips, nail tutorial, and warnings. Customer support email, and they are on Facebook under Mefa Nails. So we'll put that aside for now. Look at all the colors. And I noticed they've got glitters in here too. Now, as you can see, each one, they're tiny. They're very tiny. They're 5 milliliters. I believe that's what that says. 5 millimeters, yeah. 0.17 fluid ounces. Soak off UV LED gel. There's no color number, name, but there is a number and QR code. So I don't know the colors offhand. I'll be able to show them to you. Here is the page that you will land on if you click the link in the description below. They have many collections. This one is called Castle in Dream, and it's perfect for me. It's all the unicorn colors. I mean, just look at them. With the glitters, the big glitters, the bigger unicorn color glitters. I love this collection. It's like they know me. They must have watched one of my videos where I go on about unicorn colors, because that's exactly what they sent me, and I couldn't be happier. This collection is currently $26.99, and I was surprised to see over 14,000 ratings. Their overall is 4.3 out of 5. So I wasn't even aware of this company. I go to their company page and you see all the different sets. They really do have prices for every wallet and every level of experience. And if you're a beginner, they even have sets that include lights and nail art gadgets. All of the things are here. To you, that looks like a shade off, maybe. Good for nail art. But I do have, from the Amazon link, there is a chart with colors listed. So I'll include that, like, I don't know, up in the corner or somewhere, just so you can see. And I'm loving these glitter colors. Let's look at this. I just have to, because look, it looks like unicorn colors. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like a glitter, just like unicorn color glitter, maybe as an overlay. Nice, nice, nice. And the purples. Oh my goodness, 20 colors is a lot. Oh, that's a good color. Now, when this first got here in upstate New York, it was very, very cold. It was like 30 degrees. So I had to let it warm up a little, because when gel products get cold, they get thicker and clumpier, and if you need to use it right away and it's been cold, you can put the bottle in a bowl of warm water and just let it warm up the gels. Sometimes that's why I do this, so the heat from my hands can warm it up in the bottle. These bottles they're glass, but they're nice and dark, so hopefully any UV or sunlight won't get through the bottle to the polish. All right, so we've got a nice array of colors. It looks like we have a white here also, which is good for the nail art. See? It helps, if you start with white, it will help these colors, these lighter pastel colors, pop more when you put them on. It looks like we've got pink, purple, blue, a little green. Oh, that's a nice pink. Okay. And surprisingly, we have a gel base, a gel matte top coat, and a gel shiny top coat. That surprises me. So this really is a kit that a beginner has all the gel products they need, from base to whatever kind of top coat you want, with a nice array of colors, including sparkles. So, I mean, you included glitter. So, I mean, I can't be too mad, right? Look at this. Ooh. That's going to be fun. Okay. All right. So what I'm thinking is I want to do some gel ombre. And I think that ombre is going to have to include glitters. Because, I mean, why wouldn't we have glitters? We can't not have glitters. So I'm very happy to see that there are some of those included here. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, so we're gonna have to play with some glitters and some ombres. I like that I see darker and lighter colors here for the ombre effect. And I don't know, it's gonna be an adventure, because I really don't have a plan as for the design yet. You know me, that's how I do. I sit down and I see what the colors do. All right, so that's what we have to work with. I'm going to put that over here, and then I'm going to go put my peel base on, and then I'll be back and we'll start playing with this kit. All right, we are back, and you know I'm serious because I brought my coffee. My elixir of life. Okay, I've got 2 coats of Oud Peel base on here. I do that because I do my nails a lot. So this just makes it cleaner and easier. If you are working with your natural, these are my natural nails with a builder gel overlay, clear top coat, shiny top coat, and you want the shiny top coat because the peel base works better on that. So I've tried to get nice thin layers, and the fill is new. Okay, so I had an idea. How am I going to showcase all the different colors and the opacities and stuff like that? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the white color, and I'm going to use that as a base color so I can show off some of these, see how some of these colors look in their opacity. So the first thing I need to do is add a base gel coat to all the nails. I should have opened these before I put the peely base on. There we go. Phew. Okay. Okay, the brush is square. It looks like it spreads nicely, so we're going to give this a try. I'm not going to use any of my other gel brushes or anything until I've tried the brush that comes with the little bottle, so you get an idea of the product. Alright, so I don't want to build up thick layers, so I'm going to try to, remove most of the gel from the brush. Right now it's on the one side. It's a big nail, so I want to make sure that I drop it in the middle, in the apex area, and then I push back to the cuticle, and then I drag it down the nail. Making sure I get the side wall, bring that up towards the center. The brush strokes up towards the center because if I have any extra, that's where I want it. Now, to give these colors a fair shake, I'm trying to make that as level as possible. I'm going to hold it down for a second, or upside down for a second. See if it self-levels any. Even a thin layer of base coat can self-level to the point where you don't see the brush strokes, and that's what I always look for. Yeah. See, one of the ways you can tell is, see the lights? The light reflecting on the nail is straight. It's not bad. Let's cure it for 60 seconds so it doesn't settle weird while I do my other nails. I'll pause the video. And there it is out of the light. After a 60-second cure, that light reflects pretty straight. Okay, I'm happy with that base coat. Now let's do that to the rest of the nails. I don't rush through any part of this process because I'm a firm believer in patience and precision is the best approach. That's just me. You do you, boo. I'm hoping to accomplish an ombre with some of these colors. And that is going to be, I expect that to be a slow process that I'm going to have a lot of patience for. So this part where I'm just setting my base gel, I'm starting now with the patience and the slow and the precision because I'm practicing for when I use the colors. I'm going to try to give these colors a fair shake, you know, by doing everything right and use best practices, you know, stuff like that, to give you a good idea of what it's like. Now, I do not think that this is flooding my sidewall because it's thin. I don't think any of these are very thin, really. This was simply a matter of me being a little heavy-handed with the amount of gel I had on my brush. I honestly believe that. All right, that looks like a good even coat. In fact, I think this, let's see. I have a good amount on my brush there. I'm going to drop it in the middle. Push it up towards the cuticle. Let the brush fan out, which it does. I'm going to bring that down the middle. And I'm going to use my brush to paint the side walls and bring any extra up towards the center there. Because that's how I contour my nails anyway. Building a foundation of strength, since we're at it anyway, and adding a layer of gel to the nail, why not do it like that? I find it's less fussing with it later. And after that holds upside down for a while, I don't even think I'm going to be... I can't even see the brush strokes as I make them, so I'm not really worried about if I'm going to see them once it's cured. I'm still going to suspend my hand upside down for a few seconds before I cure it. This is a little heavier than I wanted, and I think it's because the gel is nice and thick and stays where you put it pretty much, which I like. I like that. I'm actually surprised. To me, personally, I don't know what other people think because I'm busy doing my nails and finding out for myself, but I wonder if everybody would think this is like on the thicker side. See, it's not running into my cuticle. It's not running down the sides into my sidewalls. To me, that's a thin gel that does that. This isn't doing that. This is pretty much staying where I'm putting it. And when I push it up towards the center, that's where it stays. And I really like that. That means all the filing I've done and everything is preserved the way I did it. And any extra layer is going to stay where I put it. That's the way I like it. Everybody's different. You might like it differently. And that's fine. All right, now let's hold that upside down for a second. You know I do this because, you know, I'm feigning patience, really. Now let's see. Is it nice and smooth? Let's look at those light reflections. They're all very straight, and I don't see any brush strokes. I'm happy with that. All right. A good base coat gives you a good foundation for the rest. I'm going to go cure this for 60 seconds and be right back. And we're out of the light. This is our base coat. Wow. It made for a nice smooth application. I don't see any brush strokes. I'm very happy with that. And kind of pleasantly surprised. I don't know why I thought this wouldn't be... I mean, I think the price is like $26.99 or something for this set. They have other sets, smaller, less colors, fits any budget. I mean, if this is meant for beginners, this is going to set them up with a very high standard. Because this is very, as far as I'm concerned, without going any further, this is a value product. Okay, it's going to set an expectation for a beginner up for higher standards than I had when I started with gel polish. And I've used some other Amazon kits. So far I'm happy. Let's see what happens with this white here. We're going to put one white coat. One. That's my thinking. Let's see if I'm happy with the one coat of white as a base for the nail art of colors that I'm going to be doing. White is tricky. It's very tricky. So it's a good test, I think, of this brand. Drop it in the middle just like everything else. Push towards that cuticle. Drag it down the length of the nail. See, now we can see some brush strokes, but that's to be expected. Nice consistency, as in it goes where I want it to go and it stays there. And that really makes me happy. I guess I've had experience with thinner gels that didn't make me as happy. Now that I think about it and I see the difference. See, it's all a matter of your experience too. Personally, I like the thicker gel so I can play with it and manipulate it better for nail art. I'm trying to keep the coat thin and get the best coverage I can at the same time. And although I can still see my brush strokes, but this is white, so you know, I'm trying to be a little forgiving here. I don't really expect a one coat white that I'm going to be happy with. But I'm also not wearing white as the color. This is a base for nail art. So what that means, I'm going to let it just settle a little bit before I go in with my cleanup brush and get that white gel off my skin. And there goes yet another cover onto the floor. Let's get this off my skin. I saw it happen. I knew it was happening, but I needed to get that sidewall, so I let it happen. We try to limit our exposure to gel on our skin, but stuff happens. You just got to know how to deal with it. A little alcohol on a cleanup brush, and you get it off your skin before you cure. Do not cure with it like that. Hey, that looks like a pretty good coverage of white. It's definitely good enough for the base of nail art. If I was wearing this as a color on its own, I would add another coat just to get a nice, what I could tell would be a nice solid color. Just encouraging gravity to do its job for a second. Yeah. Now, because this is white, and I am going to put color on top of it, I don't want little edges of white showing underneath my color. So I'm just going to make sure I get these edges perfect. This is why this takes me longer than it might take other people. This is my me time. I'm going to allow myself to be a perfectionist for me instead of somebody else. All right, 60 seconds. Be right back. All right. And that came out of the light beautifully. Look at that. That is ready for some, well, almost ready for some nail art. When I do nail art, I create my base, and then I mattify it. I cover it with matte top coat because I find nail art, drawing, shaping, you know, just working with glossy colors or glitters with a clear background, I can see it better on a matte color. So what I have to decide next is, am I going to put the colored ombre on before I mattify and do the artwork? I think so. I'm going to go and do the one coat of white on all the nails, and then I'll be back. I have some thinking to do. This is when I'm laying the foundation color for my nail art is when I figure out exactly what I want to do with the nail art. So I'm going to go do that creative process. I'll come back when all my nails are white and ready for the next step. All right, I'm back before I meant to be, but I had to show you this. I noticed something when I did the index finger. So I'm going to have a relatively good amount of gel on my brush, and I'm going to drop it in the apex area, and I'm going to push back towards the cuticle. Look at the way this brush fans out so that I can get that nice clean line by the cuticle. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's what I like to see in a brush. A nice fan. Nice, even, clean fan of the brush helps us control the gel with more precision. See that? If this brush was stiffer or didn't fan quite like that, I would be having a lot of trouble getting this sidewall like that. So, for a new DIY nail person that doesn't have a lot of experience with gel and doesn't have a nice collection of gel brushes like I usually use, the brush that comes with these is pretty decent. Look at that fan. That's very nice. And I didn't get it on my skin either. Look at that. I appreciate a good brush. I will say that. There it is. One coat of the white as a base. That's a great base. I was able to create nice clean cuticle lines without a lot of work, using the brush from the bottle and a cleanup brush. Very little. All right, now I have to decide on a design. All right, pink, purple, and a pink glitter, and then a blue, and a green, and a blue glitter. A yellow, and a peach with a white-ish glitter. Or this peach, this peach glitter, I think. This is the game we play. And I always start with the thumb. Now, I think I'm going to try a horizontal ombre. Simply because doing it on myself, I can blend the ombre vertically easier than I can horizontally and still keep it off my skin and keep it wet. I'm going to try something I think they call a wet ombre. The idea being that if I have a base, a coat of gel base on there, very thin, when I add the colors or the colored gel for the ombre, I'll be able to move them around a little bit easier because there's a wet base underneath. This is all theory as far as I'm concerned, so let's see what happens. Purple, pink, and then the glitter. I don't know exactly how this is going to work yet, but we shall see. We're about to learn. Okay, so I'm going to go on blind faith and bank on the fact that these brushes on the colors are all the same and they fan out as nicely as the other one did. So I'm going to start over here. You'll see the wet gel. I'm getting very light because of that gel on there. Okay. All right, let's add a little bit more. There we go. Let's add the pink on this side. And let's see what we can do about blending those colors. Maybe I didn't need, I don't think I needed that base coat. Trying to be careful not to mix the colors on the brush itself. And for that reason, I think I'll start using my Ombre brush. Which has the bristles like that. That almost worked better than I expected. That definitely worked better than I expected it to. I don't know if it's because of the clear base that I left on there wet. Wow, that blends pretty easily. Get that off of there. Clean up the sides just a little bit. I didn't really need to, but I like there. See that little bit there. Let's get that out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna flash cure this for 30 seconds, and then I think the one more coat of the color Ombre will take effect more. And then I can figure out what I'm going to do with the glitter. I think I want to do a French with the glitter because I can't help myself. Alright, so that's a true flash cure, about 15-20 seconds. Alright, now put one of these here. Yep, see, that's much more solid. One of these here. Giving myself enough to work with and pull from on both sides. Make sure that white base is covered with solid color on the side walls. Forgetting that I have sticky layer showing on my other fingers. Just needed a little more to work with here. Let's cover up that white. There we go. I don't worry about mucking up the cuticle because I know I can go clean that up after. So now I go in with my cleanup brush. Like it never happened. And I know all my white is covered that way. And there's my pink to purple ombre. Let's just spin that upside down for a second. So in 2 coats, I got the ombre effect I wanted. I'm going to go cure for 60 seconds. Be right back. And we're back out of the light. That's our pink and purple ombre. Pink to purple, purple to pink ombre. I'm very happy with that result. I really am. Okay, so let's see what are we going to do with the glitter here. I think I want to try a French. So I'm going to very basically just plop most of the glitter down where I think it needs to be. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in with another brush and push it where I need it to be. Why am I doing this? Mostly because I have to have glitter or I'm not happy. That's why. Make sure it's the same depth on both sides. I have a little bit more polish on this side to work with, so I'm going to work it over to the other side. Oh, the games we play. I really like this. Wow, that looks so cool. Whee! We're having fun now, folks. All right, cleanup brush. Although I love the sparkles, we don't want them on our skin. Not with a gel, anyway. I had a whole conversation in my head about glitter on skin there for a second. Glad that's over. Okay. Wow, I like that. Look, it's so pretty with the sparkles. I'm gonna be silly. And I'm gonna cap my edge and sparkle too. Just 'cause I can. It's a choice I'm making. Make sure I got this free edge. Because I have decided that I like this so much, I want it to last. I am going to enjoy looking down and seeing this. Yep, look at that. Yeah. Nice. More, please. Okay, I'm just gonna let that. And we're going to be doing a clear coat, so I'm not too worried about that. I know what I'm going to do. All right, quick 60-second cure. Be right back. There we are out of the light. I was so excited about the ombre effect working the way that it did that I forgot to mattify before I put the glitter on. So I'm going to do that now. On the rest of the nails, I'm going to mattify after my ombre is finished. And I have videos about using matte top coat and getting the best results with it. Basically, you need a nice even layer. Matte will show any flaws in your polish underneath or your dip, whatever. So in order not to bring attention to any mistakes or flaws, your matte top coat has to be even and smooth. So I'm going to go let that cure for 60 seconds, and then I'll be back for a top coat, a shiny top coat only over the glitter portion of this design. Be right back. And here we have the mattified nail. I know it looks funny, and I shouldn't be putting the oils from my skin on my nail. However, I need to find out if the feel of the matte top coat is going to bother me. And this one this one doesn't bother me. I've only found one other, and they're out of business now, so it's good to know that there's a matte out there that does not bother me. Nice. Okay. So, because matted glitter is definitely a mood that I'm not in currently, I'm going to take a shiny top coat and I'm going to put it over just the glitter portion of this design. Sealing my edges so it lasts, because I love it. And because this is a very sharp matte to shiny break there with the French, I'm going to take a little alcohol on my cleanup brush, and I'm just going to clean up the clear here a little bit so it does not bleed into the matte portion before I want it to. I hold my breath when I do these kind of lines, so sorry about that fragmented sentence. Here we go. Now we have a matte ombre background with a shiny top coat French. Right now I'm looking at it trying to decide if I want the whole thing shiny. I'm going to let this cure. I might wind up putting top coat on the whole thing. And here it is with the matte ombre and the shiny top coat French glitter over the whole nail. Which means I don't have to mattify the nail before I put the glitter on. I can put the glitter on and then cure and then put the top coat on top of that whole nail at once, and I won't get this bump either that way. Alright, so yet again, this is why my thumbnail's always thicker than the rest of my nails, because I experiment on it, and it winds up with more layers usually than the rest. But I do like that ombre. Look at that. It's nice. Alright, 60-second cure. Alright, that looks better to me. I like that better. All glossy. Okay. But I did try first, and their matte does work nicely, so. Alright, so now I'm going to do this. The other ones won't be as thick either. I'm going to do the blue to green, the peach to yellow, with blue to green, peach to yellow, and then I'm back to pink and purple, and blue and green. So, here we go. I've decided I don't need the coat of wet. Okay, so at this point, this video is already a lot longer than I expected it to be, but I did want to give the product a fair shake. I wanted to allow you to experience my reactions to it as I used it for the first time. I'm speeding through this part because it's the same process that I used on the first nail, the thumbnail, only I've now figured out that I don't need the initial coat of base coat as a wet base. That wasn't necessary with with this product. Overall, the opacity of these colors is excellent. And just look at that one coat of white. Can you believe that's one coat of white? I probably could have spent a little bit more time on the ombre effect and completed it in just one coat, but you'll see here as I speed through the application, I do. Let's ignore that happened. I do use 2 coats of color. And this was also my first time doing a gel ombre, so I was learning that as I go with this product as well. And I fear that I'm a little spoiled now. I do like the thicker gels. It works better for me. It helps me manipulate it better for the nail art, like I said before. I will put some music on so that you can just watch the process. But before I do that, again, I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. If you've made it this far, you're a champ. If you like this kind of video, please feel free to subscribe. It is free. Hit the like button so I noted that I should maybe look to do more of these reviews of kits and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of them out there. A lot of nail content creators do this kind of thing. This was my first one. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there was something else you want to know about a product that I didn't cover, so I can make sure to include it next time I do one of these. And leave a comment. Say hello. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I missed. Subscribe. It helps. Like. That helps. And I'll see you on the other side. So now we do a little cleanup. We're almost done, and this is amazing. I was so afraid, oh my God, what if it's not a good product and I gotta say bad things and I don't wanna, and I'm not good at diplomatic. I'm so happy this is a pretty incredible set for a beginner. Like if you were to throw this kit in a little basket, let's say, make a goodie basket for a nail enthusiast, this set, some files, maybe a little bottle of alcohol and a few wipes, and there's just a few things that they will need other than what's in the kit if they've never done their nails before. But what a cute gift basket that would make for somebody, right? And I would be very confident giving a newbie this set to work with. As long, oh, you know, a little light. I think I saw some package deals where they had a light included too. Make sure you get at least 48 watts. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go put this in the light for 60 seconds. Then we'll do the glitter French tips and see what we're almost done. Okay. We came out of the light. Looks beautiful. Now I'm just going to put some glitter French tips on all of them with corresponding colors, of course. Since I had this out already, I'll just start with this one. And again, we speed up because, well, there's a few reasons. You saw what I did to the thumb, but you'll also see as we speed through the process here that I do that for the ring finger, and then I try to do it with the other nails in this series. And the other glitters were more, they had more of a clear base, so as you'll see in this part here, the French really wasn't going to work. So my idea was to ombre the glitter down the nail, you know, making them more sparse near the base of the nail. So I tried to do that, and I played around with it a little, and overall, I'm just flabbergasted at the quality of this set, honestly. I wasn't expecting much, but it worked out very nicely. I just had to see what this looks like. Sorry. Let me rephrase. I just had to see what this looks like. Sorry, not sorry. Because look at it. Look at it. Oh my. That's got like flakes in it. I love it. I'm going to put it on the thumb too because I like it that much. Which was already top coated. So here we have another layer going onto the thumb that does not need another layer. But I got to look at it for a few days, a week, maybe more. I know my peel base will hold out. I hope this lasts a few days. I would like for this to last. This is awesome. Look at the holographic. Ugh. Love, love, love it. All right, I'm going to go cook this for a minute, and then we'll see what how shiny their shiny top coat is. Look at that. Oh, I'm so going to glitter in spring colors. Be right back. Okay, so we are done with the manicure for the Mefa. Let's see. Mefa Perfect 20+3 gel polish. With this collection, I came up with 4 different color ombres, purple to pink, and I just had to use this unicorn colored flake. Look at it. Ugh. And I did a glitter overlay on a green to blue ombre, yellow to orange, another pink to purple, and green to blue. And I'm very happy with the outcome here. The colors were easy to work with. There's a nice, this is a nice spring collection. The shiny coat is very shiny. I love it. I really like it. I like the variety of colors and the mix of different sparkles that all go together, of course. That's a nice touch. I appreciate that. And I really do like the little bottles because, let's face it, we buy things in the bigger bottles and we wind up looking at it forever. You know, I'd rather use something up than have it go bad or get yucky because I didn't use it and it just sat around for too long. And I like the different colors, the spring colors. I didn't have any spring colors, so this is very nice. And for my nail art, when I just need a touch of a certain color, I don't need a lot. So this gives me a lot of choices in little bottles. And this set is around $26, I think. But what I did notice, if you go to the top of the Amazon page and you hit their store, Mefa store, you see more of their products. And they have packages for all wallet sizes. They have fewer polishes for less. They have the same amount of polishes in last season, like fall colors, for $16.99. So they have different packages, different color collections. It's like they know me. They must have watched my videos because these are my unicorn colors. These were perfect for me. I'm so excited about this, and I think it looks so nice. I'll do some last look photos. I'll add them to the end of the video. If you like this, please consider subscribing. Put a little thumbs up on the video for me. That helps me with the algorithm. It helps other DIY nail people find my channel and this video in particular. Any help you could give would be appreciated. Leave a comment, say hello, let me know what you think of this. I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled. Look for shorts. I'll do a short every day until I pop these off, so we can see how they hold up with my heavy typing and gaming and all of that. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you. May the only thing that outshines your nails be your smile. Have a good one. See you in the shorts. Bye.